Are we on? All right. Well, good evening, Graham fam. Coming to you live from the cybersecurity lab here in Carver Hall on the beautiful campus of Grambling State University. I want to welcome you to our 2019 edition of Prez Live. As you can see, if you're logged on, that we took a different platform this year. We went Facebook in the previous 3 years that we came to you live, and of course, as technology changes, we thought we would advance our platform this year. And thanks to an amazing group of folks that you can't see behind the scenes, behind the cameras, they are helping us to produce what I hope you're seeing on your end to be a high quality production to bring you an update from the campus. Before I get into it and before I forget, I want to wish a happy anniversary to Constance Nelson, who works in our office, and her husband, Pastor Adrian Nelson, on their 9th wedding anniversary. So shout out to the Nelsons, happy anniversary. This is our 4th installment. We began our first year wanting to give all of you sort of a snapshot of what we thought that the year ahead would bring. And then, of course, our second year brought us both a review of the previous year and a snapshot of the year ahead. Last year, we broadcast from the School of Nursing. And of course, that was significant because we were reintroducing our undergraduate nursing program last fall. You'll be happy to know that the pipeline for our undergraduate nursing program now is approximately 200 students in the pipeline. So we appreciate Dr. Meg Brown and her team over in the School of Nursing for all of their hard work to bring us to this point where we are in our undergraduate nursing program. And then, of course, here in the computer lab, the cybersecurity lab, we're really excited to launch our initial cohort of cybersecurity students here at Grambling State University. Of course, we have the first and only cybersecurity bachelor's program in the state of Louisiana, and one of only a handful in the country. So we're really excited to launch this program, and we just thought it would be a neat touch to broadcast from the computer lab here in Carver Hall. All right, so as we're moving along, we want to talk about the launching of our 3rd installment of the Bring It Home campaign. The last 2 years, we have raised over $2.5 million in the Bring It Home campaign. Of course, we have the Greek challenge. We have so many components to the Bring It Home campaign, but ultimately every dollar raised is for the benefit of our students. And so, as we have launched our campaign this fall, of course, it comes to a head and concludes at homecoming. So we're real excited that Mr. Mark Newman and his group over in Advancement, as well as our captains and others who are all around the country helping us in this fundraising effort. We certainly want to exceed our 2 previous years. So we went from 1.2 the first year to 1.3 million last year, and I am absolutely certain that with your help out there, we will definitely eclipse the last year's amount. They're pointing at all these cameras. Which one am I? Oh, that one. Very good. All right. Well, look, one of the graphics that we'll pull up for you is something that we're really excited about. One of the things that occurred over the past year was our opportunity for our students to engage and perform for Beyonce in Coachella, California. And so just to have the opportunity for our students to, number one, to be invited by Beyonce out of any other band she could have requested. She requested the Grambling State University World Famed Tiger Marching Band, and so we're really excited that our students had an opportunity to go out and perform for her, as well as Jay-Z, and to be a part of to be a part of that moment in history. And when you think about the things that have occurred over the last year or so, and all of the celebrities who have endorsed our brand, from Snoop Dogg at I think the BET Awards, and we have several others, Kelly Rowland, and others who have worn the Grambling brand. I think it says a lot of the value, quite frankly, of the Grambling State University brand, and the fact that so many celebrities want to be associated with what we're doing. And of course, there are a lot of reasons for it. Number one, we are Grambling. That's a good start. But when you think about the growth of the university and all the really good things going on, we have experienced what it was our 5th consecutive year of enrollment growth. Last year, our fall enrollment number was 5,205. We are certainly looking to go beyond that this year. And God, when you see all the freshmen on campus now, and just all the energy and excitement, and the fact that our student housing is full, of course that's a problem, but it's a good problem to have. So when you think about the growth of the university, the demand that is being placed on our housing, certainly is a great indication of how things are going here on campus. And so we're just really excited to see all of our freshmen who are here on campus, and looking forward to getting them through the registration process, which is a little bit different this year. For all of us who at one point stood in line for everything from financial aid to getting classes and all that, guess what? There is no central location for registration anymore. We are now doing so much of our registration process online. So for old heads like me, I know that you appreciate, and the fact that I'm seeing so many alums who are kind of from my era, whose children are now enrolling at Grambling. The fact that they're not having to stand in all these long lines for registration has been a goal of ours from the beginning. No new process is without a hiccup here and there, but I think we all can appreciate, and again, for those of us who stood in long lines on this campus or at any other HBCU, to not have that as a part of our process, I think is certainly progress. And again, despite a hiccup or two here or there, I hope everyone appreciates the fact that we are trying to improve our processes all around the university, which also includes our housing. All of our pre-housing and our housing process is done through an online process now. And so for those students who, in the window of time to pre-house the returning students, they were guaranteed a room without having to stand in a single line. Now, of course, for students who didn't take advantage of the app and pre-housing online, then they're now finding themselves on a waiting list. So as we mature in this process of utilizing our smartphones to do so many of our repetitive processes, I think we'll all grow into what we can all appreciate as a much better way of doing business in 2019 and beyond. Let's see. So I want to say hello to Carlton Hamlin, Lynn Crawford, and Katrina Howard, who are on. So we certainly appreciate all of you. Patricia Hutcherson. Hello, Press. Hey, Miss Pat. We have to get a little stronger prescription in my glasses to read all of these names. So thank all of you who have signed on to watch our 2019 installment of Prez Live. I want to switch gears a little bit to our licensing. Of course, the G that you see behind me and on my shirt. These are all copyrighted items that, of course, are it's our brand. It's who we are. Unfortunately, we still have vendors out there who are attempting to sell unlicensed merchandise. Of course, I'm on Twitter or Facebook or some other social media, and you see these really nice items show up as for sale. Well, if they're not licensed, that means that the students at Grambling State University are receiving zero royalty from the sale of these unlicensed items. So, these are just a few of those that we've seen pop up that are not licensed. All of these that you're seeing now have not gone through IMG, which is our licensing agent. So if you see any of these products posted online, I'd like for you to send a message to whoever has it posted and ask the question, is this a licensed product? And if it's not, certainly we want to encourage everyone to license their products. We want them to do it right, because ultimately this is to benefit the students of Grambling State University. We just experienced the largest royalty collection in school's history, and it is because we have worked very closely. Vel Malone runs that part of the operation over in advancement, and so we really want to encourage everyone to do it right. Go to the IMG site and get registered if you're not registered, so that, again, our students are not deprived of your earnings on the Grambling brand. They deserve that investment of your proceeds if you're making money off of the Grambling brand. So I want to thank all of you for adhering to the licensing and doing it right. All right. Some other things I want to talk about. Over the last 2 years, we have experienced a 100% increase in our fiscal health. That means that there are a number of factors that are looked at in terms of the physical side or the fiscal side of the house, so to speak. So in the last 2 years, we've seen clean audits, 2 successive years of clean audits. Revenue has increased 12%. And again, when we are looked at by the Board of Regents each year and they gauge our fiscal health, we're able to show that we've made significant strides in the improvement of our fiscal health. It's important that we have transparency and accountability in every dollar that comes to this campus. And so having the legislative auditor and the Board of Regents to give us a stamp of approval that our books are in order, we do have accountability and transparency, and it's all well documented. We certainly think that's an accomplishment that we're excited to talk about. Again, we're in the computer lab right now for our new cybersecurity program. Everywhere that I've traveled all over the country, and even, as I mentioned to Deja, one of our students who just returned from her internship at the Undefeated, I believe it was, she's known in the NFL headquarters that I've had an opportunity to visit twice in the last 3 weeks. And the cybersecurity program at Grambling State University is something that's being talked about all across the country. So, whether it's at Ford and GM and Toyota that we visited, or the NFL, or at NBC Sports Network that we visited in Connecticut last week, they all know about the cybersecurity program. And so we're really excited to launch that program this year, and we've met our recruiting numbers. I had an opportunity to visit with Dr. Reddy just before we went on air, and we're really excited about the progress of this program. And of course, there are 2.5 million jobs that are currently available that are unfilled in cybersecurity. I mean, we had several school districts in the state of Louisiana to have their systems hacked within the last few weeks. So, I mean, there's no area of society now that is not subject to hackers and the threats of malicious actors out there. So this is an area that, our students today, if they're able to leave here and get jobs starting at $80,000 to $100,000 a year, that's a big deal. So again, we're really excited about this program and looking forward to adding to our technology footprint, which sort of segues into what we're also really excited about, and that is our new digital library. We will, with the help of our governor, John Bel Edwards, who will be here on September 7th, we will break ground for our new state-of-the-art digital library. We will be the only library in the state of Louisiana to be certified digital library and the only HBCU in the country with a digital library. And so it is, something we're really excited about, long overdue, and just, very thankful to have the support of Governor Edwards, Representative Jefferson, Senator Luno, and the legislature for all of their support in funding this library through the capital outlay process. So again, we look forward to breaking ground on September 7th at 10:30 a.m. and this is in advance of our historic football game against Louisiana Tech later in the afternoon. This will be the first time Grambling and Louisiana Tech have played in Lincoln Parish. And so that's going to be a historic event as well. So moving right along with other things that are going on that are really exciting. We just recently announced signing a partnership with Sodexo Magic, and that is Sodexo and Magic Johnson Enterprises. We had an opportunity to visit with Mr. Johnson in his Los Angeles headquarters here recently, and I tell you, he is so fired up and really excited about partnering with Grambling State University for our new food service program. One of the things that we did as we ramped up to the RFP process, we had student surveys done. We had over 500 students who participated in it because we really wanted to know what is it that students are looking for in a food service program. It's not so much about what I think from a financial standpoint or what the administration thinks. First and foremost, it was important to be able to address our students and their needs. And so not only do we have a new provider, they will have 24/7 dining, and I've been getting a lot of feedback on that. Oh, I wish there had been 24/7 dining when we were in school here. Well, this is something that we're very excited about, and again, it's in response to what the students are saying that they would like to see. So we'll have additional vegetarian and vegan options that have not previously existed. Of course, we live in a world now where there should be and needs to be more options for our students, and so they've asked for it, and we're delivering. Now, of course, I'm expecting them to do better in the classroom because we're providing for the dietary needs that they've expressed. So it's a great partnership. Again, students first is always what's driving the decisions that we're making here at the university. And so again, we're really happy to be able to accommodate the students on a great food service program. And we've got a steak and shake food truck too. So we've got vegan and we've got steak and shake food truck. All right, let's see. What am I doing? Am I answering questions already? Okay, I'm saying hello to Kim Ford. Hey, Kim. Kim, didn't I see you on CNN Headline News over the weekend? You're such a star. Graham fams everywhere. I need to get an autographed 8x10 glossy too, Kim. Martin LaMelle's watching. All right, Larry Young, very good. Thank you all so much for tuning in. All right, first question. When will Beyonce and Magic come to campus? We're working on that one very aggressively. Magic actually is ready to come now. We're just looking for a spot on his calendar that will align with the ability to have direct interaction with students. And that's my selfie there with Magic. He's really pumped about coming. He wants to visit the Eddie Robinson Museum. He wants to also see Willis Reed, who is a Grambling great and is also, along with Magic, of the 50 greatest players in NBA history. So we're really excited about that. All right, next question. What will be inside the new library? So it's 50,000 square feet, first of all. There will be books in the library, but it won't look like the old A.C. Lewis Memorial Library that we all studied in. There will be more of a digital focus. Each room, there will be a number of study rooms that will accommodate anywhere from 2 to 20 students. There's a lot of collaboration that collaboration spaces that will be in the library, and they will all be outfitted with state-of-the-art audiovisual aids. So, again, studying now is not like it used to be. So much of our students' research is done through online databases. And so, again, we had a library consultant who worked with us along the way as the design was being done to ensure that, again, we're not building the library of yesterday. It is certainly the library of tomorrow. Who is paying for the new library? The taxpayers of the state of Louisiana. The Louisiana legislature has appropriated the money for this library, so it will be paid for by the state. All right, next question. As an HBCU, why is the university using images of non-black people? Oh, wow. So Grambling is still the place where everybody is somebody, and we are open to anyone who wants to study and be a part of our Grambling family. And so to the extent that, and I didn't really have a lot of time to look into it, but some of the chatter recently about one photo out of thousands, literally thousands of photos that appeared on our student government website is something that we certainly we want you to be engaged. We want you to visit our websites. If there are things that you want to bring to our attention, constructive suggestions, we certainly want the feedback. But I will suggest to you that if you are a supporter or an alumni of this institution, that you have no business criticizing our students' choice of photographs or of those things that appear. So we want your feedback, but I think you should be respectful of our students and the fact that we are an inclusive family. And so that I hope that addresses that. And again, channel that positive energy into the Bring It Home campaign or doing something that will benefit directly the students here at Grambling State University. Is registration going 100% online? Absolutely. So again, I've run into students going around campus who are scheduling appointments to go and get advising or to go to financial aid. So again, those long lines of the past are just that, of the past. We are utilizing online platform that gives a student an appointment time to go and sit with either the academic advisor or with the financial aid advisor. So we're really excited about that. And again, I think it shows that we are progressing as a business operation, and we're utilizing the technology to really be a state-of-the-art technology-driven campus. Next question, what housing options are still available? That is it's a problem, but it's a good problem to have. That means we are growing. For those continuing students who utilized our online platform to pre-house, they have no problems. It's only those who missed the deadline for some reason who are having difficulty. We try to house all of our freshman students on campus unless they're within the area that they can commute, and so we're still encouraging those students who have not completed the process or maybe still on the fence. We will still enroll you if you're able to commute. So, but if you do still have an interest in online or on-campus housing, then please contact the campus living and get on the waiting list. Let's see. Why are freshmen shown preference for work-study jobs instead of upperclassmen? So I don't know that there is actually a preference for freshmen as opposed to upperclassmen. I think it depends on what area of work study this job is. So, of course, some of it's tied to aid packages and other things, but I don't think that question is actually a valid one, in that there is no set rule that freshmen will get a preference. For instance, in our communications department, marketing and strategy, some of the folks that you can't see behind the scenes here, a number of upperclassmen are the ones who are working in those particular offices because they have a certain level of skill set and experience that really makes them better suited for those work-study jobs as opposed to others. So, but I appreciate the questions. Are there more cybersecurity scholarships? I don't know, but if you are still interested in a cybersecurity scholarship, I would certainly encourage you to contact us. Thanks to AT&T and our Grambling University Foundation, we have funded well over $300,000 in scholarships. And because this is in a STEM area, and also with the support of Louisiana Department of Economic Development, we have been able to fund additional cybersecurity scholarships there as well. So if you're out there and you've not completed the process yet, and you are interested in coming here and being a part of our cybersecurity program, I certainly want to encourage you to still apply. Let's see, a lot of people are complaining about the food, what changes will be made. So I'm not sure what complaints, and certainly we will take these questions and information and align with the food service provider. You know, again, from all the feedback that I've gotten thus far, that students, those who are here, which primarily had been banned in football up until Saturday and Sunday, we're pleased with Sodexo Magic, but certainly this gives us an opportunity to look into overall satisfaction in the food program. Will there be an on-campus meal delivery service? Now, who needs food delivered? If you need your meal delivered, call me at 274-6117, and let's talk about. If there are special circumstances due to physical limitations, things like that, obviously we will do everything we can to accommodate students who have special needs. But if you just it's good, and I think it's a good question, an important question from the standpoint, we look for this food service program to not just be about food. It's also about the integration of social interaction of our students on campus. And so, I think you miss out on the opportunity to make friends, to have a productive social life. Also, the opportunity to meet friends who will serve as support for you as you're away from home. So don't discount the value of the social interaction of going to the cafeteria or to Tiger Express to dine. Don't just lock up in your room and eat. Besides dining, how will Sodexo Magic contribute to the university? Glad you asked. One of the other programs that will be funded by Sodexo Magic is the extension of, or the creation of STEM Grambling. It's an extension of Dr. Calvin Mackey's program in New Orleans, started as STEM NOLA. It is a program that introduces children in earlier ages to STEM, to science, technology, engineering, and math. And so this will be funded through Sodexo Magic's commitment to Grambling State University. Not only does it help us to increase minority students who are in STEM, but it also creates an opportunity for a pipeline of STEM students to one day come to Grambling State University because they've had this interaction and have been introduced to these STEM topics, and it's very interactive and hands-on, and you'd be amazed at some of the statistics of success that Dr. Mackey has been able to achieve through STEM NOLA. So that's just another one of our benefits. The other is the fact that Magic Johnson will personally participate in fundraising activities every other year. So we will do an every other year fundraiser where Mr. Johnson will personally appear and be a part of our fundraising opportunity. So there are a lot of other value adds to this particular contract, and it's a 5-year with an option for an additional 5. Considering the potential for a 10-year relationship, the university will yield approximately $51 million. So certainly it is financially lucrative, but it is also one that, again, has addressed 24-hour dining and other dietary ideas that our students are looking for us to implement. Next question, how can I get involved in the campus beautification project? There are a number of different opportunities to do that. If you want to submit additional contact information so that we'll know how to get back with you, I know that we've done some alumni engagements during the summer where alums have come in and done different projects while school has been, a little slower pace during the summers. So please, if you are interested in participating in that, or if you are part of an organization that wants to contribute supplies or other opportunities, then certainly we would welcome that information and the opportunity for you to participate. All right, next question. Is there a newsletter or spreadsheet that shows the public how donations are being spent? So we just released this week, I believe, or end of last week, State of Grambling, which shows not only the number of contributors, but it also has the names of those who have contributed. So it begins by acknowledging and thanking those who have contributed, and then as well showing the expenditures. A part of what I mentioned earlier with our fiscal health and the fact that we have 2 years of clean audits show that we are able to document the flow of money in and money out of the university. And so the fact that we've had these successful audits of not only the university books but also of the foundation as well, I think adds that level of transparency and accountability that you're asking about. Where does the Bring It Home money go? So as you're giving, there is an opportunity for you to designate where you want your money to go. So there are drop downs on the giving page if you wanted to give to an academic program, if you wanted to give to the band, or there are a number of different ones that you can designate where you want it to go. Gap Fund is another one, and certainly, we're very appreciative of the level of contributions we've received that go to Gap. You would be amazed, and 95% of our students are receiving some form of aid. Of course, there's Pell Grants, there are scholarships, and there are other different types of aid. But 95% of our students receive some type of aid. And the fact that we have the Gap Fund that has been able to fill that gap when a student has accepted all of their aid package in, and there is still a gap between the amount of aid they have and the amount they need to complete the registration process. Being able to bridge that gap has been incredibly beneficial to our students. So certainly we want to encourage you to continue to give, and your dollars have a direct impact own students. I want to finish my bachelor's degree but need a 100% online option. Any options? So in terms of bachelor's, we are currently in the final stages of completing our general studies degree to be 100% online. That is the one that we're looking to roll out first. And what we're finding is that, those individuals out there who had hours but were not able to complete their degree, we have, we want to be able to provide this as the first one. Ultimately, we would like to extend a number of our programs online. Now, in terms of graduate programs, our master's and doctorate in developmental education are both 100% online. But yes, we do agree that this is a direction we're going in. I'm really excited that a number of our faculty members, and we're in close alignment with Faculty Senate, and we've talked about this extensively. That many of our faculty members are really invested in seeing us deliver this online 100%. And in order for us to be competitive, I mean, there are other schools out there that do it, and in order for us to be able to be competitive with other top-notch schools, this is another area that we're certainly looking forward to having a significant presence in. Everybody wants a degree from Grambling. Just not everybody has an opportunity to come here and study face to face. So we're excited about expanding those programs. Okay, so wow, is our time winding down already? So I want to thank everyone for taking time to contribute their time, talent, and treasure. Where are we going? More questions. Oh, okay. All right. I was reading the wrong thing. Forgive me. All right. What will the provost search process look like? So right now, we are in the process of our 10-year reaffirmation with the Southern Association of Colleges and Schools Commission on Colleges, SAC-COC. Dr. Connie Walton is currently serving as our interim provost and is our liaison to SAC-COC. We want to get through that reaffirmation process before we get into the provost search. For those who know Dr. Connie Walton, she is an incredible professional. She is well respected. She's liked by our faculty and those that are involved with her. And so we're certainly very thankful that she was available to step in and carry this process forward. So, first things first, our top priority now is completing our reaffirmation process, because, of course, without the accreditation, then that's not a good thing. So, first things first, we're going to get through SACS with Dr. Walton, and she made it very clear she would do it on an interim basis, but did not want to stay in the role permanently. So again, we appreciate her sacrifice in serving in the role. When will a new sports information director be hired? I've been in pretty regular contact with Dr. Ponton, who is serving in a dual role as Vice President of Student Affairs and Director of Athletics. Because our previous SID accepted another role sort of at the 11th hour, we are currently screening some pretty well-qualified individuals who are interested in the role. So that process is going on now, and we look to have have someone in place, ASAP. Is there a plan to address the flooding? Yes, that is an ongoing process. We are having, in addition to FEMA and the Governor's Office of Homeland Security, involved in what will be a very comprehensive drainage program or project. We've been doing other remedial measures along the way that have included everything from clearing out the Red Wine Creek that that runs, all of our drainage comes through the campus and feeds into Red Wine Creek. And so ensuring that we continue to keep that, the water flow going there, as well as our drainage and other things. So we feel real good about our ability right now to handle any kind of weather predicament that may present itself right now. So, all right, can you explain dual enrollment options at Grambling? I had a conversation with Dr. Walton just this morning as we're doing the final stages on those. Our local school districts participate in dual enrollment, so it's for high school students who, and primarily it's those kind of in a regional area who are able to take classes, through Grambling State University and other universities as well. And so they're gaining the college credit while they are still in high school. So we are very excited about those school districts in our area who are participating in it, and certainly we're always looking to grow those offerings so that our high school students would have an opportunity to earn college credit while they're still in high school. Are there any benefits for students that are military dependents? So one of the things that we are opening this fall is a military and veterans service office on the campus. This is a statewide initiative that Governor John Bel Edwards and his administration has pursued, and also with alignment with the University of Louisiana System and Board of Regents. So Dr. Kevin Sly, who is a veteran and a member of our business faculty, has been our point person on getting our service center set up. So we certainly want to thank Dr. Sly for engaging on our behalf to get this program up and running. Are you hiring right now? We are always hiring. If you will go to gram.edu, scroll down to the bottom and click the employment link. There will be, I think there are 3 categories of, there's faculty, there's unclassified and classified. So if you're looking for a faculty position, and we're actively pursuing 2 additional computer science / cybersecurity professors. So certainly if you have a PhD in computer science or related area and would love to come and be a part of this groundbreaking cybersecurity program, we're certainly looking to fill those roles. But yes, and so the best way to access that again is to go online, gram.edu, click on the employment link, and it will give you all the listings of the different positions that are available. How are we addressing diversity and inclusion? So we have a number of ways that we're doing that. Of course, we have our Student Government Association that is on the front lines of advocating for our students and ensuring that we are providing an inclusive environment for all of our students. We also have faculty and staff who are involved in outside organizations that are specifically targeted towards ensuring that we have a campus environment that is inclusive. And so it's an ongoing process, but it's always important to have the input of our student leaders as we're shaping and developing new policies and new programs that provide all of our students an opportunity to feel welcome and a part of our Graham fam. All right, this is an interesting one. Can I begin classes this fall with a past due balance? It depends. It depends on the nature of that past due balance. If your past due balance is an unpaid parking ticket, then that's one that I suspect could be easily remedied. Now, because of a law that was passed in the legislature, there are certain debts to the institution that we are required to turn over to the Attorney General's office for collection. So if your past due balance is in active collection with the Attorney General's office, you will have to pay that balance off and clear that with the AG's office before you will be able to enroll. And so again, they vary from $35 to thousands of dollars. So, but if you have an outstanding balance, I certainly would encourage you to reach out to our student accounts office to see what options may be available for you. When will the cybersecurity program be accredited? So through our computer science department and through our SACS accreditation process, we are accredited. Because cybersecurity is an emerging field, ABET will establish a new set of criteria for accrediting cybersecurity programs. That process will, I think, come in 2023. So we will be one of the first programs that will actually go up for ABET accreditation in cybersecurity, but we are fully accredited through the Southern Association of Colleges and Schools. So we are fully accredited. All of our academic programs are fully accredited through SACS. How long does the hiring process take? It depends. I suspect we'll hire a sports information director pretty quickly. There are others that require a different process. Those that are, I believe, at the department head level on up require a certain search process with committees and whatnot. Again, there are some situations where we are able to make emergency hires depending on what that role is. If it's a police officer position, for instance, that's one that we certainly can never compromise having our police department fully staffed. So it just depends on the process, but certainly I want to encourage you, if you have an interest in being a part of our incredible faculty and staff here at Grambling, go to gram.edu, click on the employment link, and get the process started. So, getting back to our Bring It Home campaign again, I certainly want to encourage everyone out there, and of course, last year the Kappas won the Greek challenge, but I suspect there are other Greeks out there who are going to be interested in trying to take the crown from us. You're going to have to work really hard because we're raising money. We're raising money now, but it's a friendly competition, and I know Perry Jones, my good Omega friend out there, and all the bros are going to be shooting for us. Chalk, Zimbalist, and the Alphas, they said they're going to be coming for us too. So, hey, we want to encourage everyone to get involved, and again, ultimately, it really makes a difference. And as we're going around and visiting with corporations, one of the questions that comes up is, what's your alumni giving look like? And so, certainly we are incredibly excited to see the increase in the amount of our alumni giving. Elena and O'Neill Robinson, they're two of our alums that finished back in the early 70s. They've done an incredible job of energizing their contemporaries to get involved again. Perry and Monica Jones hosted an art exhibit and fundraiser during homecoming last year, and this there's so many of our alums who have gotten involved in so many ways that we appreciate, and even it was amazing with Darian Williams, who was our immediate past SGA president. I mean, Darian always gave to to our Bring It Home campaign. And I know Stephen Wilson and his two brothers, they're triplets. They are always real involved in giving as well. So, we have all the way from our current students to our alums from back in the 50s who've gotten involved and have really, really helped us to make a difference in directly benefiting our students here at Grambling State University. Let's see, homecoming. We're again, our Bring It Home campaign will culminate at homecoming, but don't wait until the Friday of homecoming to start trying to get online and give. We want to encourage everyone to get engaged now. But again, seeing the progress that Mark Newman and Talman Butler and Velma Malone and Miss Brenda and everyone over in Advancement, who's really done an incredible job of raising funds and moving that area forward. We certainly appreciate all of their work, and we appreciate all of you. As are we wrapping up? Am I out of time already? Okay, so as we prepare to close, as some of my friends would say, wrapping up a sermon. I just appreciate this opportunity to be able to come to you as we begin our fourth academic year as an administration. Me as your president. It still doesn't feel like work, and I believe that when you are pursuing purpose. It should not feel like work. And it was interesting when we were at NBC Sports Network last week. The intern, a lady who was talking to us about interns, she said, in addition to good grades and all of that, she said what we look for in our interns is passion and energy. And so, I certainly hope that you see the passion and the energy that we all bring to this university, and how it's not a job for me and for any of us. I mean, all of us could be elsewhere, but we know that we've been called, as Representative Jefferson would say, for a time such as this, to do this work that's meaningful and is for the students today and the future of Grambling State University. And so, when you get up every day and you come and you get to work with amazing students and faculty and staff who really love the students and really want to make a difference, it makes the day enjoyable. Oh, got a note. Definitely want to send a shout out to Kaylor Sullers, one of our students who is doing an internship this fall with the Fox show Empire. What an amazing young lady. And over the last year, Kayla would have been probably working with Mr. B and the crew producing this, but she's going to be working the next year this fall with Empire. So we have so many students who are doing amazing things, doing internships with all kinds of companies and different organizations. But definitely wanted to shout out to her. Christian Hughes, who's a NASA intern, want to give a shout out to him. We had a whole list of a couple of dozen or so interns that we promoted out recently on some of our most social media sites, just talking about some of the internships that they were involved in. And when I spoke to the incoming freshmen on Sunday at the Rites of Passage, I spoke to them on the importance of internships. I said it's not enough just to get the degree. You need that experience. And so Dr. Fobbs and the team over in Career Services have literally hundreds of internship opportunities that we want our students to take advantage of. And so we see the numbers continuing to increase at IBM, at CenturyLink, GDIT, at the Cyber Innovation Center. We've got students who are at some really doing some really important internship work. They're not simply at job sites answering phones. They're actually doing meaningful work at their respective at their respective internship sites. Classes begin August 19th. And once again, I will be teaching President's Leadership class, and it's been a really great opportunity for me to teach that class because I get a weekly opportunity to interact with, and last semester we had 39 students in the class. So, every week I have, pretty frank and raw and unfiltered feedback from our students about what's going good, things that we need to improve upon. And so there's never a time that I'm not connected with our students and having an appreciation for what's important to them, because ultimately Grambling State University is here for our students. And so, I tell them all the time, I think I learn more from them than they probably learn from me. But again, I think having this interaction with them makes me a better president because I have the opportunity to hear from them directly on those things that are important. Let's see, if you have need registration help, go to gram.edu/registration. That's an opportunity if you have any questions or concerns about registration. What is up with the natatorium? Construction is ongoing. We're really excited about the progress that's being made over there. So, as far as that goes, that work continues to go on. So I think ultimately we're all going to be really excited about the final product. I had a student to say, well, look, they built Hobby Lobby and they're already in there. So, well, constructing a natatorium and an expansion of the intramural center is a little more complicated than building a big open space and putting shelving in there. That is a very different that's a different type of construction project. So, as much as I would love for us to have kept pace with the construction of TJ Maxx and Hobby Lobby over in Ruston, this is clearly a different type of project. So, and we'll continue to put photos and time-lapse videos of progress at the intramural and the natatorium, so that you can track the process and the progress that's going on over there. All right, I'm told the pep rally has moved to Saturday at 1 p.m. So for those who are interested in attending the pep rally, it has been moved to Saturday at 1 o'clock p.m. Any other notes y'all have for me? Follow Grambling 1901 on all of our social media sites on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Again, I just thank you all so much for this opportunity to serve as your president. God bless all of you. God bless Grambling State University. Thank you all so much. Go Grambling.